Hey guys, this is Brody with Radtoyreview. Today we've got NECA's Pyro and Demoman from their Team Fortress 2 line. I'm going to show off some of their articulation. First up we got Pyro. His head joint, you can see, tilts up and down and swivels left and right at an angle. His arm has decent motion. Gives him a pretty good range of motion up and down. Can't reach across his body at all. He would not be able to clap his hands. His elbow joint is pretty much useless thanks to the sculpt and the gloves. Very limited. That's the maximum amount of motion you get. It almost seems not worth the break in the sculpt. His hands pivot around 360 degrees. He has two different joints in his waist area and his torso. One's kind of right underneath his rib cage, and again, it's pretty much pointless. It doesn't move hardly at all, as you can see, and it doesn't stay to where I can move it. The suspenders there kind of keep him in place, and yeah, I don't really know what the point is. He doesn't move up and, doesn't really help him do crunches or anything. His waist joint, on the other hand, spins around 360 degrees. That's great. Leg joint. When you look in there, you can kind of see it looks like his legs should move forward and back a little bit more, as if you wanted to pose him running or walking or something like that. I couldn't get it to do that. I'm not sure if I'm doing it wrong or something, but really all I could do is just sort of move it at an angle, kind of like that. Knee joint bends about, I don't know, not quite 90 degrees. Ankle joint. He's got an ankle joint that spins, got a foot joint that tilts up and down, and then he's got a toe joint that bends as well. Pyro isn't the most articulated, isn't the most flexible between the two, but he is more balanced. He is least likely to topple over. Though he'll probably fall over here in a second, now that I've said that. Demoman is a lot more articulated, in my opinion, than Pyro, but he's also a lot more top-heavy. Every time you move him, though, more paint seems to come off. Especially on the white sleeves, it's either chips off altogether, or the red from the red sleeve rubs off on it. So, it's kind of a bummer. But it does give him, he does have a lot more motion. His wrist also has an extra swivel joint, so it not only spins around, it also flips up and down or left and right. A little smiley face. His legs have a lot of articulation in them. He can, when you're not breaking him, he can, easily kick forward and back. He also has, oh, there goes Pyro. He has his knee bends about 90 degrees. He has an upper thigh swivel joint that gives him, lets you spin things around left and right. His lower leg, his foot and ankle area is basically the same as Pyro's with articulation at the ankle, foot, and toe. His waist moves a little bit, as you can see, but not that much. It doesn't really add a bunch to him. His head spins left and right. You have to kind of give it a little pressure. Up and down, it will move up and down, but the collar behind his head prevents him from looking too high up or even too far down. And look at that, he stands all by himself. He is really top heavy. In about 2 minutes he will fall down on his own accord. These guys look great. Get some figure stands, put them up on your shelf, and you'll be really happy with them. Just don't expect to pose them and repose them and play with them a lot. They're really just display pieces more than anything. So, thank you guys for watching. Check out more reviews at radtoyreview.com, and we'll see you next time. Later.